Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Last video of the day. Yes, last one. This one I'm going to upload now. The other three I'll upload later today. History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi. Oh, by the way, Lamar, listen man. Listen. You're stepping on my toes! No. It's okay. You can But anyway, this chapter, pretty badass, I have to say, for the, well, this was the first. This was like the first week, I think, that Fairy Tail and Kenichi impressed me a whole lot. But basically, this one was called Merciless Confrontation. This one was epic, I have to say, because okay, we had the part with Nejima walking around doing dance. Yeah, that was, whatever. I mean, it was just basically him doing a dance. He got caught, and here comes Shigure, stage left. Was it stage right? Helping out Nejima, and they get into the control room. Now, that's pretty much, that was the only part that wasn't really much to. Because it was just him going in there. But the real part, holy shit. So, apparently I was wrong. The one who, which I should have seen coming, because it was said numerous times in other chapters, that ordered Satomi to kill Kenichi was Saiga. Yeah, it was Saiga. Yeah. Which tells me one thing. Saiga doesn't give a fuck about his Donto. And you really think about it. Now, here's the thing. I mean, you look at the list of fathers, like, you really do, or parents, and Saiga, I would consider him on the list. He is probably, okay, he's not as bad as, let's say, Gendo Ikari, but he's there. He's on the worst father list in anime, in my opinion. In manga, at least. Because, I mean, here's the thing. You killed your wife. That's what he did. He killed his wife. And, like, he doesn't give a fuck about me. Like, at all. So, but that whole scene was just, like, oh my god. I mean, Miu finds out that Saiga was the one who killed her mother and shit, and just explode. But that was like the big part of the chapter. But very beginning part, we got Shiba. He is attempting to, he's getting his ass kicked by the Saiga. And he's basically buying Nejima time and saying he does a left hand counter to Saiga. It does really nothing. He does these old punches. He does these punches with his, like, 2 fingers, Saiga. I'm like, he's fucking OP as fuck. Anyway, he pretty much, well, Shiba gets up a couple of times to, and so on and so forth. And he's telling Shiba, you need to learn, know how to quit. And basically, he now tells on his communicator thing to launch the missiles. Yeah, I think they need to hurry up real soon. So you got like a scene where the missiles are launching, kind of, in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, pretty much. And then we have Nejima. This was kind of stupid. Saiga's basically saying, Shiba's saying to him, it's up to you and your pals to crush that man's ambitions. He's like, what am I going to do? He's like, this was so silly. Nejima was like thinking of ways from, I'll do a dance. He's like saying, I'm going to do a dance. And that's how he's going to distract the guards and he's going to get there. Obviously, that doesn't work. He gets caught. He's like, "Ooh, a Haru dance? Unique dance?" He gets caught. They want to eliminate him. And then out of nowhere, here comes Shigure kicking some ass. And she calls him Freak Show, and it's answers. So they're closing the doors, basically, the wall perimeter. Because there's these steel doors that are going to close. And behind those steel doors that are closing at the moment is the control room. And the idea is to get Nejima in there so he can upload the virus and he can stop the missiles. So Shigure goes in there. She stops the door from closing with her sword, and she knocks out a bunch of people. And she's like, "Yeah, totally badass." And hit him with the dull side of the blade, she says. So Saiga shows up, and he's like saying, "This explains why no one was picking up." And just as he's about to go in there, Shigure believes it, removes the sword. She doesn't move to him, and the doors close. And that's it. So from that instance, I'm thinking they might stop the missiles. And if that's the case, then Saiga's plans are ruined. But that's not what the real story of the chapter was. The real story was this confrontation between Saiga and Miyu. Now, Miyu's beating the shit out of these bitches, and she pretty much takes them out, give or take. And she says that she was a tough one. If I had mastered Doki, I probably would have come out of it. Might have been. And we see Kenichi getting hit a few times. He gets thrown. And we see Satomi saying, "So you finally showed up." And then Miyu says, "Stop. I know I shouldn't be butting in, but at this rate, Kenichi-san will definitely..." And he's bowing down, Satomi, in front of Saiga. And he says, "Apologies for not ending this sooner, but I have Rion Sonpaku's first disciple on the ropes, and it's only a matter of time." And to the surprise, he says, "Ichiya-sama." And then Miyu realizes that it's Saiga Furinji. That man standing there is my father. So he's the one who said, "Kill Kenichi." Now, here's the problem I have with this scenario. Like, back in when Miyu was kidnapped, he was like, "Oh, protect my daughter." Now he's saying, "Kill Kenichi." Now, obviously, he's saying this because he doesn't want his plan ruined. Here's the thing about Saiga. I'm sorry, you're a horrible father. I don't want to say this. He's probably not as bad. And like I said before, I don't think he's as bad as Gendo Ikari. But you killed your wife, and you don't give any fucks about your own daughter's life. So, yeah, you're pretty fucking bad. So, what ends on happening is, Miyu sees him, and there's this, basically, she's with him, and she says, and she says to him, you look nothing like what I imagined. And he says that may be true, but it doesn't change the fact that I murdered Shizuha, your mother. And Miyu goes bonkers. She attempts to hit Saiga, and then, starts killing her. Here's Satomi trying to push her back and shit. And she goes ham. She's like, she wants you dead. What should we do? And, Kenichi saying, "Miyu-san, stop. Just because she shares my blood does not mean she will get a reprieve. Anyone who stands in the way of eternal sunset will be crushed with prejudice." Okay, Saiga. You suck! You suck. Yeah, you suck. Yeah. You kill your own daughter? Firing squad! Lynching! Guillotine! Yeah, that's what you get. Worst father of the world. Yeah. You kill your own daughter? Good. Good. Hiatus going to come up through the door, and he's going to crush your skull, and then that's going to be, you're going to get the Ogun treatment, and then we're going to be ending this. So, that's basically what happens, and then after that, she ends up going crazy when Satomi, like, Jesus Christ. And, you know, Satomi says, I'll be your opponent. Back and forth, back and forth. He says, your Doki is splendid, very well, you know, just unleash mine. He does Heavenly Steel Strike. And just before he's ready to unleash, and he says, now this is run under pure Doki. Tell me what it feel like to the presence of ki superior to your own. He gets a bitch slap. Well, not really a bitch slap. He gets a push from Kenichi. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Satomi. Yeah, I don't like Satomi now. He's a fuckboy. So he gets pushed by Kenichi. Essentially, you know, pushed back, and then Kenichi's there. He says, I will protect me, son. Now here's the kicker. On the bottom of the page it says, Kenichi will be on hiatus next week. Are you fucking kidding me? No! So that's the end of the chapter. Overall, I'm going to give it a 4.5, though, because really the first half was just, it's been looking like an idiot trying to get into the control room. So, 4.5 out of 5. Saiga's a son of a bitch, I'll tell you right now. He killed his wife. He's trying to destroy the world. He gives no fucks about his daughter. Like, are you fucking serious? So, what I'm hoping for? I don't crush your son's skull. No, crush his skull. Kill him. Set him flying. Yeah, I say set him flying. He's dead. He's dead to me, Saiga. He really is. I'm sorry, people, he's dead to me. He's a son of a bitch. He really is. Cause my thing is, like, you know, he's going on the whole kill these many people to save these many people. What about your daughter's life? You really don't give a fuck? Okay. So that scene in the previous arc where you were giving Kenichi, where you saw Kenichi and said that meant nothing to you? Fuckboy. I'm sorry, Saiga's a fuckboy. He might be powerful as fuck and awesome, but still he's a fuckboy. But yeah, that happened, and then we basically have this, you know, Kenichi says he'll protect Miyu-san, he's gonna fight Satomi. Those two ninja girls got knocked out pretty much. So I'm thinking for next week, I don't think Saiga is going to get involved, though. He's just going to stand by and just watch. So this is going to be basically Satomi and Kenichi 2 weeks from now. Why? So, like, next week, this coming week, no One Piece and no Kenichi. What? Like a live stream, anyone? Do it. But anyway, this was, like I said, a good chapter, 4.5 out of 5. I liked how the Miyu thing was done. I thought, you know, it was very impactful. How she realized that this is not my father. You know, she realized it. And, yeah, I thought it was done very well. Now, I mean, my reasoning for saying he's a fuckboy and everything is just horrible father. Just. And it the fact that I will be crushed. No, you're gonna be crushed. When when Ayato walks through the door and he punches your lights out and you're begging on the ground for mercy and he crushes your skull. It's overtreatment, bitch. So yeah, that's pretty much the story there. Bankai 922. That was a good chapter. I thought it was done well. That whole second half, 4.5 for it out of 5. But you know, it seems like also as far as the missiles are concerned, I'm thinking they're gonna stop them. They're gonna stop them. They're not gonna be launched. I can't see that happening. It's 10 minutes, but I'm thinking they're gonna just shut the missiles all down. The plan's gonna be foiled. See, the thing, if the plan is foiled, there's really nothing. You know, it's probably just gonna be Kenichi. The whole next chapter is probably just gonna be Kenichi against Satomi. We're gonna get that shit going down, so it should be awesome. On Bankai 922. See you guys later. Man, yo, me was like, no fucks given. I'm gonna kick your ass. That was crazy. Satomi's a bitch. Satomi, he's a fuckboy. Like, guess what? Here comes Kenichi. He's gonna break your fucking arm. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.